Okay, so when you get into Blackboard, and on Fridays, I'm in Enid, so you'll see a different background on Fridays. There we go. We got more folks coming in. All right, so I'm in Enid, but a couple of things that I want to make sure everybody gets done this week. One is if you haven't already, make sure that you get into your Cengage WebAssign. I will be sending out notes for those that have not accessed WebAssign fairly quickly at this point, because I want to make sure that everybody has access to their homework, and your first homework assignment is due tomorrow. So we've got, now granted, it's not a whole lot of points, but it's mostly in there to make sure that everybody gets in and gets their homework started. You will have to register with Cengage. So you will have to create a Cengage registration. You should have received instructions from the bookstore associated with that, but I want to make sure that everybody is in there. I did get a couple of emails asking questions about what email address they were supposed to use and all of that, but you do have to have your own Cengage account. And you can access WebAssign there, and that this is access for your ebook. And that is the very first thing on top for our stuff in our course. I have added a link to my YouTube playlist for Physics 2 and my past Physics 2 classes. It includes both my general physics and my engineering physics. So if you open up the wrong one, just be aware, go in and look at a bunch of them. I've created a special playlist just for this course. So any of the Zooms that we do will be on this one, except for announcements. I will leave the announcements in the course. Because I'll probably have announcements in there too, but those are in there. Make sure you introduce yourselves, please. Make sure that that has happened. And then we are starting with simple harmonic motion today and sound. Our current lectures will be in this folder, and there was our lecture from Wednesday. It's already in place in there. So that's where that one is. And for those that weren't on Wednesday, I went through and walked through Blackboard, where things are in Blackboard and all of that. And I typically will start each lecture going through what's due real quick and where to find things. I have study guides. You'll probably see some study guides from today's class after class, based off of what we discuss in class. And then you have your assignments. So this is the assignment that is due on Saturday, because today's the 16th. It's due tomorrow. And this week 2 evaluation, the date has been corrected, and that is due for next week. Attendance for this week is making sure you've gotten into WebAssign and that you have gotten your first homework assignment taken care of. I will be posting more homework for the next chapter shortly, and it'll probably show up over the weekend, but it won't be due until probably the last week of this month. So you've got time for that. So those are kind of the what's the announcements for today. Reminder, because most of you are in the Zoom laboratory for General Physics 2 or my in-person laboratory for General Physics 2. And we do not have lab on Monday, so there is no Zoom on Monday, and there is no lab on Monday because Monday is Martin Luther King Day. So that's just a reminder there. So any questions about what's due and where things are in Blackboard?